Hello Year 4, this video is all on multiplications as well as some daily digits. For the daily digits, I'm going to give you 4 questions that cover our weekly topics. So this week we're doing money. You might find a question on money as well as topics that we've covered earlier on in the year. Don't worry if you find a question that you might find a little bit tricky, just give it your best. And grab yourself a pencil, grab some paper to work through the answers and let's have a go. Number 1. Write 25 minutes past 6 in the morning using the 24-hour clock. Number 2, how many days are there in December? Number 3, compare using these symbols £8.94 and £8.49. Number 4, calculate 2,394 plus 5,139. So press pause now to read through the questions again or listen to them again and have a go answering them, and press play when you're ready for the answers. Okie dokes, let's look at the first answer, 6:25. So although it does say 24-hour clock, you might be wondering is it 6 or 18, but because it says 6 in the morning, then it means it is 6:25. Number 2, 31 days are in December. And I've given us a little diagram at the bottom of our knuckles. It's just a nice neat trick to help us remember how many days there are in each month. The knuckles represent 31 days and the spaces in between your knuckles represent 30 days, except for February, which is 28 or 29 on a leap year. Number 3, £8.94 is greater than £8.49. So last week we were doing decimals, and in order to compare decimals, what we usually do is start with the largest value. So in this case here, we're going to start with our ones. They're both 8 right now, which means they're both the same so far. And then after the decimal point, we have the tenths. The first number has 9 tenths and the second has 4 tenths. So without even having to go to the hundredths, I know that £8.94 is greater than £8.49. And lastly, number 4, 7,533. If you got all 4 questions correct, fantastic. Next one. Okay, so in your home learning pack, our times table focus of the week is the 11s. So I've given you this array to help you complete our 11 times table facts, from 1 times multiplied by 11 to 12 multiplied by 11. Have a go answering these facts, and before you check your answers, can you recall your 11 times table facts in any order? So it's one thing to be able to recite it in order, and it's another to be able to do it in random order. So 3 multiplied by 11, 8 multiplied by 11. Okie dokes. Let's check our answers. Okay, so here are your answers. Mark through your work and check how much you got out of 12. You can keep having another go at this and keep practicing with this as well. Okay, and so remember as well that multiplication facts are commutative, which means that it doesn't matter what order it's in. It could be 2 multiplied by 11 or 11 multiplied by 2, but our answer remains the same. Okie dokes, so now it's time for our times table test. At the end of year 4, we would have had a multiplication test where we would be given 25 multiplication facts and you have 6 seconds per question to answer them. Even though we hadn't had the chance to do it this year, doesn't mean that our knowledge of multiplication facts aren't needed. We'll need them definitely when we go into year 5 and especially when we go into year 6. So this is really important that we keep practicing our times tables. So I'm going to give you 25 questions similar to what the test would have been like, and we're going to have a go. Okay, number 1, 11 multiplied by 8. Number 2, 6 multiplied by 6. 7 multiplied by 5. 3 multiplied by 7. 5 multiplied by 9, 6 multiplied by 2, 12 multiplied by 4, 3 multiplied by 10, 4 multiplied by 9, 11 multiplied by 12, 8 multiplied by 6, 7 multiplied by 10. 8 multiplied by 9. 3 multiplied by 2. 5 multiplied by 12. 9 multiplied by 7. 4 multiplied by 6. 8 multiplied by 8. 5 multiplied by 4. 4 multiplied by 4. 2 multiplied by 12. 7 multiplied by 6. 11 multiplied by 10. 9 multiplied by 9. 3 multiplied by 8. And now it's time for our answers. Okay, so it might have come as a surprise how quick those questions are. They are only 6 seconds long, so you need to be able to recall it dead quick. So let's check our answers. Okie dokes. So I'm just going to move myself down here. Here we go. We're going to have a check through the answers and share your top scores out of 25 to our Year 4 email. So mark it through, check what you've got. And our email is year4@webster.manchester.sch.uk. Okay. If you think, oh, I want to have another go before I check my top score, you can do it. Go back and have another go of the questions and then send your top scores to me, to Miss Rayburn, to Miss Calancy on our Year 4 email. And we'd be dead proud to have a look. Okie dokes. So if you struggled with your multiplication facts and you think you might need a bit more practice, there are lots of games here. So I've given you lots of links to different games which you can type up on your browser or you can copy and paste. And the first link there is a multiplication tables check link. So that's more generated questions, 25 questions, similar to the test that you can keep practicing. Okay, and if you have any other questions or you need some help with something on your home learning pack, again, come back to our Year 4 email, which is year4@webster.manchester.sch.uk. Okay.